So I'm just gonna go, usually I have like detailed notes. It's a mix. I've done a lot of research and I remember this topic very vividly when it happened. I don't have like a whole Google Doc document out in front of me right now, because a lot of what happened is just so ingrained in my brain that I'm just gonna talk about it. Hi guys. Hi. Welcome to Pop Culture Curiosities, where Gabe and I get together and tell stories from pop culture that interest us, and a lot of times we also tell stories from our own experience working on set. Today, at least as of the filming of this video, at this episode, we are still on strike, so I was thinking about things that we can talk about in the pop culture sphere that we can talk about, and luckily there's YouTube. YouTube drama sometimes I can't believe YouTube is free. What is this website anymore? A lot of you, the majority of you, are probably watching this on YouTube right now. YouTube has been both of our creative homes I've been here for 3.5 years. I don't know how long you've had your channel, but
well, technically 1, because I had it on under my college email, but then my college was like, we're getting rid of your email, and so I tried to transfer it over to my new Gmail account. Didn't work. Had to start from scratch.
Ooh, that's horrible. I'm so sorry.
It's all good. I think it's been like a year or so.
Okay. How long were you on before that?
All through college.
Oh,
so,
no.
So it was like 5 years, but there was nothing really of interest except for like the Digimon videos that I had.
Oh.
And they were pretty popular.
Oh, no. Somebody went looking for those. It was just like...
But I kind of re-uploaded them to my new one, but I took down all the ones that have like copyright, which is really weird because it's like you have two, like I put up like dual Digivolution sequences. It's like cute. And like I'm like, oh, the music will like cancel each other out, but there are some times where certain things are copyrighted, but then like like one where it's like the same music but a different clip, that's not copyrighted. And I'm just like,
oh, the copyright system and its ongoing battle. When you're doing fair use content, real fair use content, not freebooting content.
Like someone that...
When that happens, it's still such an uphill battle against big companies. I do a weekly stream where I stream old episodes of As the World Turns. We're watching through 1997's run right now. Oh. It's so funny because I just stopped running ads on those streams because they always end up getting claimed by like 6 different companies who are just like, you used my song, you used my Eggland's Best commercial, how dare you used this thing, so I never end up getting any of the AdSense. So I'm just like, you know what, take it up with YouTube, put your own ads on it. There's no point in making my audience sit through ads that are not going to benefit the channel in any way. They'll put ads on it in the back, but like YouTube can be interesting. And there's also times when people something needs to be rectified on YouTube that YouTube doesn't want to deal with, right? This happens quite frequently where somebody does something really bad and then YouTube is just like, oopsie, we're over here not doing anything about that.
We're counting the money this person brings us, so we're just turning a blind eye.
Yeah. Oh, wow, weird. You doxed somebody? That's crazy. Anyway.
It's both your faults.
Yeah, exactly. So when a YouTuber actually gets punished for something, it's kind of shocking in a refreshing way. And today, we're going to talk about a YouTuber that ended up actually getting punished. So, I feel fine bringing up this years-old controversy because this person isn't making any money and has no career on YouTube anymore because for once, something was done this one time. YouTube can have this one. Did it take far too long? Yes. Should he have been demonetized years before he was? Yes. But eventually, as of 3 years ago in 2020, he was fully demonetized, and that person is Jaystation. If you are in my sphere, you know all about Jaystation. Jaystation was making the rounds on YouTube, I want to say 2017, 2018. I guess that's where we go back.
Such a good time. He
had a few years on YouTube where he was really making money. Flash warning. Flash warning?
Do I need to cover my eyes? Where's the sensor?
There we go.
Oh.
Even the fandom nondescript time machine was just like, really? Jaystation? Right.
Sorry for doing this to you, fandom non-specific time machine.
Sorry, buddy. We love you.
We love you.
Anyway, we're here in, let's say, 2017. There was a few years that he had on YouTube. Jaystation was a guy who really, really, really wanted to be a famous YouTuber. As do a lot of us do. It's good when you make something and then people recognize it and you get a community for it. But there's these people that I don't understand. Like, I understand because their motivation is money, but sometimes I have to sit back and wonder at what cost they're making all that money, because literally everybody else on the platform hates them. It's like, is it? I know that money is important to people, obviously, but like, is it worth it, like, to that extent? We were talking about this earlier. It's just like, some people are able to just do inflammatory things and then be like, okay, I'm going to bed now. Look at all the money I have. And it's just like, do you not have anxiety? Like, do some people not have that?
You're just like, yay, I choose money over people who could potentially be my friends. Oh, well.
Or even like a real career creating things. Like, as a person who's on this platform because I like to create things and like to talk about things, I wouldn't want to like get famous and make a bunch of money making just shit videos. Like, I get that like money is, that people are like, Avery, it's because of money. I know it's because of money, but like, at what cost? At what cost are you making all the millions of dollars of money? Like, literally everybody hates you. People are talking about what a terrible human being you are all the time. Like, does it not get to you? That was Jaystation. So Jaystation was, let me just double check real quick, because again, I don't have my excessive notes right now. And again, this channel is completely demonetized. So if I go and look something up for research, oh god, it looks so awful. This was Jaystation's channel. He started, it says he started in, wait, this is 20. Oh, this is a deleted videos channel. I was like, this started after he was demonetized. Okay, so Jaystation started, they completely took down his original channel, didn't they? Okay.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, Jaystation started, I wanted to say 2013, and I wanted to double check that, but now his channel is gone. In the 2010s, he started YouTube, I believe, as a gaming channel? Like Jaystation, PlayStation, that kind of thing. Jaystation... God, is there a wiki? Help me. Somebody had to have written a wiki. Do you guys like how this is a research podcast right now?
I remember Maddie talking about how, oh, do you do any research for this research podcast? Because he had to look something up on the Balloon Boy episode.
So Jaystation is, his real name is Jason Matthew Ethier? Ethier? It kind of looks like either, but it's not either. That's his last name. Apologize. He went by I'm Jaystation or just Jaystation. He's a Canadian internet personality and former YouTuber. I love the former part. And sorry, Canada. I'm sorry Canada. To do you so dirty. He's from Nova Scotia. I can't help that. So he started in 2015, his Jaystation account, and then I'm Jaystation was 2016. And then there's something just called 666. Oh, I remember what that is. That started in 2018. Okay. So, he started in 2015 as Jaystation. It does not say what he started his channel doing. So, I'm sorry if he didn't start doing gaming. That's what I believed. It might just be because Jaystation sounds like PlayStation. But I know that it's supposed to sound like play. Anyway, this guy is very confusing. All you have to know is he was started on YouTube in 2015. In 2016, I'm reading off the wiki, so, you know, just to fill in the gaps. In 2016, he was arrested by Ottawa police for trespassing during some of his 24-hour overnight challenges. So basically, his channel, like, he quit his job, or he said in a Draw My Life that he quit his job when he was, like, sub 1,000 subscribers. So he wasn't making any money on YouTube, and he just, like, quit his job. But then he realized that when he does these crazy, like, 24 hours, I broke into the mall and stayed there for a day. He's getting lots of views because children are like, wow, that's cool, right? Instead of going, wow, that's a felony. Like, because they're children. They don't know what felonies are yet, probably.
We must train the children to understand what felonies are immediately.
I couldn't tell you how old I was when I learned what a felony was.
I don't know.
All I remember is my dad used to let me stay up way too late while he was watching Dateline, and that was probably part of why I you know, became so interested in true crime, and also part of why I have night terrors. But anyway, it's okay. So he got arrested during one of his overnight challenges because he broke in. He was breaking and entering into empty homes, stadiums, and office buildings to spend the night. Many of these stunts were staged, but he did break in for realsies. I don't remember if I think that's the mall one, where he got actually arrested, but he got arrested. But his YouTube career was taken off. He got that sweet clout. His first channel was demonetized during his arrest. And then on November 24th, 2016, he restarted on YouTube, which you're not supposed to be able to do. If you get demonetized, I think it says that you're not allowed to start new channels, because that just circumvents the ban. But, like, he started up again and nobody said anything. Thanks, YouTube. Then he started up under I'm Jaystation. Oh. He was like, Jaystation is my name. What's my new name? I'm Jaystation. Re-uploading all of his old content, except the ones related to the trespassing. He was at least smart enough to be like, oh, the evidence of the crime that got me kicked off for the first time, I'll skip those.
Everything else is fair game.
Yeah. So he starts back up his career, and like I said, he's very much specifically targeting his content towards children. I don't know if you've ever seen any of these YouTube channels that target themselves so specifically towards children. I obviously am not a children. I don't see I don't see any of this stuff unless there's like a YouTuber like Jarvis Johnson commentary, who's over here talking about how dangerous some of these are for children to be seeing. That's when they come onto my radar. That's when Jaystation got on my radar in about 2018, I think. Because Jaystation, he developed some controversies. He kind of started collecting them like Pokemon.
Oh, God. What sort of controversy can I collect today? I have the felony. I have the this. Let's try this.
So the trespassing wasn't even really the main thing that anybody cared about, really. He, I mean, it was bad. He shouldn't have done it. But compared to his other things, he really reminded us that the bar could be lower. So one thing he really liked to do were these contacting the deceased videos, where he would pretend to get a Ouija board and contact dead celebrities, usually right after they died, capitalizing off of their death. Like, Mac Miller died, and he did, like, a contacting Mac Miller, and then it's, like, all staged, and, like, the ghost of Mac Miller comes through. It's really disrespectful. It's really, really bad. The wiki that I'm reading from says he received negative response to the YouTube community over his attempts to contact the dead celebrities such as XXX Tentacion. Sorry, my brain scrambled. I'm sorry. He tried to contact him after he passed away. Mac Miller. He used Ouija boards and spirit boxes. Just super disrespectful. Also, trigger warning, I'm not going to get too far into this, but there was a YouTuber named Etika who passed away by self-infliction, and he tried to contact him right after he died. It's just super disrespectful stuff. Super horrible stuff. But that's not where the controversy stops. If you thought it couldn't get any worse, and I don't even, this is all bad. I don't even feel like deciding which of these things that I'm going to list off are worse, because they're all bad in their own unique ways. Oh yeah, he was arrested at Walt Disney World. I forgot about this. 6:30, shout out Wikipedia, whoever kept up this Wikipedia. At around 6:30 p.m. on March 24th, 2018, he was arrested at Florida's Walt Disney World and charged of trespassing and resisting arrest. He claimed that he and a fellow YouTuber were in Florida filming haunted vlogs for future content. Security had been called after he became agitated at the fact that his bag had been accidentally taken by another guest at the park. So, like, I guess this is like when you're like letting them check your bag to make sure you're not bringing in any like weapons or anything like that. There was some kind of misunderstanding where he got mad. Staff called security. He became agitated and refused to check the lost and found or guest claims. So his bag got taken. Where his items were instead opting to berate the managers. Great idea, Jaystation. He was asked to leave the baggage check while filming his experience, which is against Walt Disney World rules of to protect the privacy of other guests, and was subsequently jailed on $1,200 bond. On Twitter and YouTube, he called for his followers to boycott Disney World and threatened oh no, it's the consequences of my actions. He threatened legal action against Disney World. Ask Ron DeSantis how that's going.
I was just about to say, it's just like, you think you could go up against Disney? Good luck.
Disney, pay your people. I'm not really on your side either, but it is pretty funny how you're dragging Ron DeSantis because he's super mega bad. But he claimed that the camera stolen by Disney security that his camera was stolen by Disney security guards and Orlando Police Department, the latter of which had no jurisdiction over Disney property. Disney has its own area code, if you didn't know.
Oh, wow.
Disney
I did not know that.
is scary. Disney is the by and large corporation from WALL-E, which makes WALL-E funnier when you think about it.
Its own downfall.
Yep.
I just remember apparently there are like secret tunnels that employees can go through to bypass certain areas. In
Disney World, not Land, but in Disney World, they basically built. There was Disney World 1 that was like the prototype, and then they built on top of it. And now it's just all tunnels, so that in the Magic Kingdom, at least, not for the other ones, but in Magic Kingdom, they don't want you to see. Well, they say that Walt Disney once saw a character, like a cowboy from Frontierland, walking through Tomorrowland, and it like ruined the aesthetic for him, and he was upset. And so like now they use the underground tunnels so that you never see them outside of their designated space. They also have like these like suction tubes that like help them take out the trash without ever having to like change a trash can, like trash bag. So you never see anybody taking out the trash at Magic Kingdom. You never see, because you can mail things from Magic Kingdom, you never see a mail carrier picking up, because they don't want you to think about like day-to-day stuff. They want you to be like, oh boy, it's a magical world. Oh boy, it's a magical world. Where like things just magically happen, right? There's no such thing as sanitation workers in Magic Kingdom. Of course not. So that's all handled underground, so you never see it.
Now I just want there to be like a giant like a Hunger Games-esque thing going on there. Not like actual Hunger Games, but like maybe people like have to find each other and like hit each other with water balloons or something.
Oh, one day when Disney stops being horrible, to at least as far as the SAG strike goes, they'll probably be a horrible corporation for quite a long time. But they will. I want to do. I could probably do multiple videos on Disney World. Just like I know way too much about Disney World. It was my hyperfixation for a while. I'm just waiting until they stop being terrible to SAG, because I don't want to give them any, extra promotion while that's happening. But,
hopefully they come to an agreement.
Please.
Please.
We'd very much like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, he gets kicked out of Disney World. He tells his children fans, like, guys, I got kicked out of Disney. If you ever hear his videos, the way that he talks to the camera drives me crazy. It's the way that, like, Jake Paul talks to the camera, because he knows he's talking to children. So it's that, like, over-exaggerated, like, and today, guys, we're gonna be doing this. We're gonna get kicked out of Disney World today, guys. That's the way that he talks to the camera. Like, what, you know, Jake Paul's like, what's up, Jake Paulers? Today we're gonna, because he knows that 6-year-olds are watching him, and he's like trying to keep their attention. It's so annoying, and I hate it so much. That's Jaystation, or it was, because he's not on the platform anymore. So Jaystation, this was not also, if you think his controversies are over, they're not. Oh. And in fact, the biggest controversy, well, let me tell you some of the other controversies before we get to the big one, the one that really got him in trouble. So some of his smaller controversies include he made a video. God, he made a video where, so he did all these fake videos, right? Because children watch him, so he'd like do these videos where it's like calling Mickey Mouse at 3 a.m. and then, oh, Mickey Mouse is evil. It's obviously, like, fake for, like, children, because children are the ones watching him. One of the ones he did, he liked to pretend like he was buying stuff off the dark web, which I guarantee you he probably doesn't know how to get on, because you shouldn't know how to get on the dark web. It is the seedy underbelly of the internet. It is where you go to do illegal things, and no one really goes there. First of all, you never get there by accident. You don't just like, whoops, I got on the dark web. And you also don't ever go there for anything savory.
Well, I was just thinking about that movie about the dark web that happens, and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, think of a crime right now. You can get that done on the dark web. Most people will never know how to get there of their own volition, which is good. You don't want to get there. It's not a good place to be, so I'm told. I don't know how to get there.
I don't either.
And that's good. I think that's good. I think that means our lives are relatively on track.
Yeah, I just watch a lot of YouTube on my computer, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
The most illegal thing I've done is use, like, 123 anime to watch, like, cartoons illegally. I know, right? Anyway, so he liked to pretend like he was buying stuff off the dark web all the time. One of the things was he did a video that really pissed people off for good reason. It was a buying gay potion off the dark web. His friend drinks the gay potion and then pretends to be a stereotype of a gay man, where he really likes lipstick and talks in a very high-pitched voice. It's very offensive. It's so offensive. And when you realize he's playing to children, it's even worse, because, like, the kids don't realize, like, what he's doing and why it's so wrong. They believe him. He also had... This video is going to get demonetized just for me saying this, but this is what he did, and it was up on the platform, and YouTube didn't do anything when he did this. He had a video for children called Buying Slaves on the Dark Web. And they pretend to buy slaves. And Drew Gooden points out in his video about it, which is easily one of my favorite videos about the whole situation, he put hashtag slave in the meta, making it searchable in the, tags, in the tags. Yeah, because as Drew Gooden put it, when you're just casually searching the slaves hashtag on YouTube.
Oh my god.
So this was Jaystation, and Jaystation, God, there were other ones. Basically everything Jaystation did was offensive. He learned that there's 2 ways to get mega famous on YouTube. That's playing to children and offending people on purpose. He decided if he did both, he would just get free publicity because everybody was talking about him. Which, to be fair, that's not like saying, like, oh, I can't believe other people were talking about him. Because, like, when somebody like this is on the platform, it's like, it's just a sniper wolf. It's just like, at some point, you just have to vent to the camera because it's so dangerous. You need to let people know that he exists so that they can block him, But small children who were his audience didn't care, and they kept watching him. That was until the big one happened.
Oh, this is the big thing, the megalodon of...
The big thing. in the world of, like, thinking about the craziest thing that you would do to get famous on YouTube, would it hypothetically involve faking your girlfriend's death? Because it did for Jaystation. Oh boy, it's so bad. Let's get into it. So let's read from the wiki. The wiki is gonna have, oh, yeah. Okay, so I remember this. So he starts dating, before the incident, which occurred on January 21st of 2020. The year was already off to such a great start. Jaystation thought, you know what? Let me get ahead of this COVID thing. Let me ruin my life a couple months early. Just see what happens. Oh, also, Jaystation, I swear, Jaystation, before, because when this happened, he didn't immediately get permabanned. Jaystation was also the one who did a fake, fake, like, arresting my girlfriend prank, like, police brutality prank in the middle of the 2020 George Floyd protest. Like, he thought that was a good idea.
Oh my god.
He's just a despicable human being. And, like, yeah, like, we could sit here for a long time. He faked, I'm pretty sure, oh yeah, he faked his own coma. I forgot about the faking his own coma. So he did this whole video where, like, they told their child audience that, like, his friend who had the camera was just like, guys, Jaystation's in a coma, guys. 1 like equals 1 prayer for Jaystation. Like, yeah, it was real bad.
Oh my god.
This guy was the worst. It's not funny, but it was clear that it was, like, a fake, like, hospital bed in his house.
Were there, like, earphones used as the nose thing?
Probably. Do I want to... Cutting open my evil twin at 3 a.m. challenge. What's inside of my doppelganger? That's a video that he posted. This is on... Jesus. It's so loud.
I just hear, yo.
Gone wrong. Do not go to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place at 3 a.m. in case you were still wondering who he's playing to. This was posted just a few hours ago. They're still trying to keep track of all of these. I don't know if this is run by somebody who hates him or somebody who likes him, but either way, science. Buying mystery boxes on the dark web, calling Barney at 3 a.m., or do not listen to Barney's song backwards at 3 a.m.
Oh,
FaceTime
God.
gone wrong.
Where's Tippy Gore? 80s Satanic Panic episode.
Burning my haunted Elmo doll at 3 a.m. challenge gone wrong.
Oh, poor Elmo doll. They don't deserve that.
Yeah, and just, you know, we found a gremlin in the basement at 3 a.m. Gremlins in real life. And he's just so, like...
Yo! Oh my god! What the hell? I heard something coming from there. Whoa! Whoa! Dude, that's in the basement! I swear to God, there's nothing. Whoa! Oh my god! There he is! Oh my god! Come on, guys. Back with another 3
In case you thought Ghost Adventures couldn't be more annoying than it was, Jaystation exists to prove us wrong. They do a lot of evil twin stuff. Buying a real dark web hitman for $100,000 goes horribly wrong. In parentheses, very scary. Like, it's just dumb shit like this. And then a bunch of, we bought a police officer off the dark web. We bought a third eye potion. Just stupid stuff. We bought Santa Claus off the dark web actually worked. Sorry.
This is so pandering to
children. It's for small children.
Oh my gosh. Now, I bet a bunch of kids were probably on the Google being like, how do I How do I ask Santa Claus a question on the dark web?
Yes. I believe he also had like buying a girlfriend on the dark web, which has terrible implications. Drinking potion of body swapping with a hot girl. Body swap challenge.
Oh gosh.
Just terrible things. If you have small children, just don't I'm not a parent, but just try to keep at least some tabs that they're not watching stuff like this. Depending on how old they are, they're gonna need their own privacy at some point, but hopefully they're not watching this.
I'm not just any mom. I'm a cool mom. I let my kids watch Jaystation videos.
Calling Slappy the dummy doll on FaceTime at 3 a.m. OMG, he came to... What? OMG, he came to my house. Gone wrong.
Oh, gosh.
He's not making money off of this. Maybe sometime I'll take a look at that one on my channel. For the Goosebumps fans out there.
Yeah. Oh, wasn't there one book where Slappy just did something really weird to another doll and it was weird?
It was weirdly sexual because the other doll's name is Mr. Wood. So you have Mr. Wood and Slappy, and at one point they come in and like Slappy is like straddling Mr. Wood like he's choking him, but like their pants are pulled down. It's weird. There's a lot going on. It's very weird. It's weirdly suggestive for a children's book.
That's what I Am Jaystation got the idea for his entire channel off that one moment.
R.L. Stein's like, don't drag me into this.
Yeah, R.L. Stein did not mean it in that way.
So anyway, this is Jaystation. We got a pet cat off the dark web and it wasn't normal, and the cat looks like the Joker. That's the cat.
Aww.
Sorry, I could just sit here and read the stupid titles for forever because they're so stupid. We bought a dark web twin sister. Okay, anyway. Jaystation's biggest crime would not happen until 2020. He gets away with his shit for 2020, and he keeps getting away with his shit for a little while longer after 2020. But the big thing that really was the beginning of the end for Jaystation was, so he and his girlfriend, who you might, if you followed this case, she starts popping up later on in the later era of the channel. Here she is, doing the thing with her boyfriend, whatever. One day he posts a teary video. I gotta find the Jaystation. I gotta find a re-upload of the girl. The video. Again, he's not making any money off of this. Jaystation faking. I know that people made videos about it, but is there a re-upload? Because I need you to know how skeevy this was. Oh boy. Re-upload. R.I.P. Alexia upload. So one day he goes onto YouTube and he posts that his girlfriend Alexia, who his child audience had become attached to, had passed away in a car accident. Take a second to think about how offensive that is to people who actually lose loved ones in a car accident, but here's the video. He's such a good actor.
What's up, guys? I never wanted to make a video like this.
This is 6
ever.
Emmy acting right here, is what this is.
But last night...
I'm like, is there a sarcophagus right behind
Yeah,
that?
I was just gonna say, people have talked about this because everybody was talking about this back in the day. Back in the day being 3 years ago. I was just coming onto YouTube and starting my channel as his channel was going down in flames. I think, because I never talked about it until right now. Hi. Because there was no need to. Everybody else had said everything else that could have been said, and he was kind of already dealt with for the most part, I think. But yeah, let's, I don't know why there's a sarcophagus back there. No one was able to figure it out. I had an acting teacher once that was like, if you ever see it, their big pet peeve was that the actor that can't cry, so they just like put their head in their hands. They were like, don't you ever let me see you doing that. Don't you ever let me. I was like, okay. It's okay. It's not crying the rest of the time. That's the real trick. Just kidding.
To a drunk driver, guys.
Yeah.
She was on the way to pick up something for our video we were making on our second channel, Dream Team.
Plug the second channel.
Got it, guys.
This is so true. I'm sorry. We'll put trigger warnings and stuff. Hey, Spencer. I don't know if I said it verbally, but just for the people just listening. Hey, trigger warning. This is talking about people faking deaths and talking about people passing away to drunk drivers and things of that nature. Very disrespectful. There's also some racist and homophobic stuff in there. Just general disrespect for the dead. Just so that you guys know. Okay, sorry guys. Have a good day. I'm so sorry. Bye.
Sorry for crying, but no, I know you guys are gonna make
what
fun
crying?
of me for crying.
Why is he wiping his eyebrows?
Yeah, what is that?
He's like,
does he not know how humans cry?
What is he making sure his eyebrows look good for the video?
Smoothing them down.
Wait, I need a second. Last night around 11 p.m., I got a call from her parents telling me what happened.
Pause.
As you guys...
Parents didn't know that they were doing this. He did not give them a heads up. So not only is that not true, but her parents saw this video and were extremely concerned because it starts with him crying, saying that she died. And were repeatedly trying to call her and repeatedly trying to, figure out what was going on because her boyfriend, who she lives with, is telling everybody in the world that she's dead. Surely you wouldn't do that if it wasn't true, right? Right, guys? Guys? Jaystation?
Probably know we had a channel together.
He plugs the channel again.
We just hit 300,000 subscribers. We had about 5 videos that we had filmed. We were ready to post on that channel. Her dream was just to get 1 million subscribers.
I can't.
And we were so...
I can't. Yep.
That is disgusting.
It gets worse.
It gets worse?
It gets worse. It gets worse. So, if you think that Jaystation was gonna have a one and done video with the fake girlfriend death, you're wrong. He goes on.
What's up, guys?
He goes on to make another fake vlog where he's driving to the scene of the car crash. Yep. I'm not even gonna make you watch this whole thing because it's just, ooh, I've seen it before and it's still so hard to watch. Again, she is fine. None of this is true. Thank God. But also, what the fuck, dude? He goes in the snow. He drives. So he's driving. Pulls up to this where the crash happened. There was no crash.
Right there.
So I believe it was Drew Gooden who pointed out they had to put all this shit out for this fake car crash and then drive a couple miles up the road just so that they could vlog themselves driving back so that he can like pretend to cry in the snow. It's a whole thing, and it's really bad. It's really, really bad. So then...
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So then... she... eventually posts a video to prove that she is alive.
Oh.
She goes on to say that, they were, let's say, not in the healthiest relationship. Shockingly, Jaystation was a very tumultuous boyfriend. Let's just say that to keep people from being triggered without having to go far into that. But she claims that there was a lot of horrible things happening behind the scenes. He was being very terrible to her and basically forcing her to be part of these videos. So now, I don't know what he thought the game plan was, by the way. Because he says, because he makes a response video to her. They kind of go back and forth for a little while. But he says, like, if she just had stayed quiet, this all would have... It's like, what do you mean? What do you think is going to happen? What was the game plan? And it turns out it's not funny. But it's so funny because it's so stupid. He's so stupid. His plan was that they were going to do a resurrection video and bring her back from the dead. And again, as I believe Drew Gooden pointed out, he's like, I thought this would all just stay on YouTube. He's like, you did? You didn't think her family or her friends or science would have any questions?
Oh my gosh. Like, if this was like a TV show, that would be interesting, but to make it like it's real life, it's just like...
It's for children that don't know any better.
Oh my gosh.
Let's watch a little clip of his...
I'm trying to wake up early so I can finish that video.
Okay.
He tries to put these clips in the video where he's like coercing her to do the videos in as proof that like she wanted to do the video. It was her idea all along, and it doesn't really make the point that he wants anyway.
What's up, guys? This is a really serious video.
No
And
shit.
In no way is this a joke at all. This is 100% serious. I want to start.
Unlike the other videos where I said my girlfriend died in a car accident, which were completely jokes.
Oh
start
my
out by saying
gosh.
I'm sorry
No, you're
to
not.
Alexia's family,
Uh-huh.
putting them through any like hard times, stress about the death of their daughter.
He didn't think that would be that stressful to them. Whoopsie doodle.
I feel like anytime anyone would see him in public, people would be like, what was your first thought when you saw him in public? The audacity.
I can't.
The
stupidity. It hurts me.
Sorry, I was trying to quote a TV show where it's like, what's the first thing you do, or what's the first thing you think when a man approaches you? The audacity.
The audacity.
So yeah, that's trying. It's just like the level of audacity of this man.
I didn't intend them to get any hate, to put them through any like emotional stress involving Alexia.
I don't think they were getting hate. I think they thought their daughter was dead, sir.
Yeah, who?
I expect this to stay. I expected all this to stay on YouTube.
How?
And it didn't.
You expected this to stay on YouTube. You didn't think anybody in the real world would care that you said she died and then came back to life.
Fantasy world. He was living in a fantasy.
Guys,
The delusion.
We have a new president of Delulu Land.
Alexia
Lulu
is gone.
Deluku.
Alexia was never dead at all.
Oh my god.
Let me tell you guys exactly what happened with all these my girlfriend's dead videos.
He says she was never dead, as if there's a world where he actually did bring her back to life, just in case you thought that was on the table.
There's a parallel universe out there where that's what happened.
5 months ago.
I don't think this man is smart enough to make toast. He's definitely not bringing anybody back from the dead.
Well, he's smart enough to find himself get arrested a few times, so I mean, he has some
A little
skills.
bit better when I first moved to Toronto. She came to visit. I learned that she's a really hardworking, smart, intelligent girl with a lot of good qualities that I really admire.
Oh, he also had some interesting interactions with people that were not 18 at the time. Allegedly just gonna leave that there. Anyway.
I think she's a leader. I think she has incredible opportunity in life. And as I started talking to her more and more, I started to like her
I don't
more
care.
and more.
Anyway.
Bro, I used to be in a fucking cell. A prison cell.
We're committing a felony.
A few years ago.
The consequences of my actions.
Yes.
Nothing.
Where's the
People get jailed for stupid stuff. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
I was just gonna say, where's the Jinx Monsoon saying delusion from RuPaul's Drag Race season 5? Spencer, thank you. Sorry. Anyway.
There are people that get jailed unfairly for like marijuana charges or whatever for sure, but not this guy like actually was committing felonies. It was like, I was in prison, guys.
For knowingly breaking and entering.
Everything. I put everything on the line to achieve success on YouTube.
At least he has the fake tears.
Maybe it's real tears this time because he's actually realizing that he might lose his channel.
Ah.
Ever. I can't get a job. I don't have a high school diploma.
GED.
I dropped out of high school in grade 9. I got a criminal record from when I was younger. I ran away from home when I was a kid. I got in all kinds of trouble, man. My parents used to like fuck me up when I was a kid.
So he basically goes on this like, you don't have to put all of that in, Spencer, but he basically goes on this like poor me, ooh woo, I'm a sad boy tangent. You know how people have rough childhoods and then they pretend that their girlfriend died.
For views and are more sad about the fact that they'll lose their channel than anything else. Not, I'm sorry for all the people that I've hurt. Especially her parents and family.
I can't even imagine. Her poor family.
Why did I deserve this? I tried to help her, build a career for herself.
He tried to build a career for her, and this is how he gets thanked.
I've done a lot of things wrong, but it is her fault in the end.
I got a warrant out for something I didn't do.
Maybe don't say that on the internet. Maybe don't be like, hey, internet, there's a warrant out for my arrest. He also at one point is just like, he uses the fact that he was arrested for... He says he was arrested for something, and that's like his like alibi for why he wasn't abusive to his girlfriend. And I think it was like an assault charge. And it's like, sir? Nani?
Nani? Where's the baka? Execute! Anyway. Spencer's gonna leave in all the executes without adding the Zoe from Digimon. I'm sorry.
But anyway, yeah.
It's ruined now.
His life is ruined now because Alexia went public with the fact that she wasn't dead. It's Alexia's fault, guys.
It was her idea. She convinced me based off these videos.
It's just, so this happened and it was not very surprisingly... Oh, that's more stuff about Sniper Wolf.
Wait, don't say her name. Or else she'll get mad at you.
Oh god, if I say her name too many times, it's like Beetlejuice. She shows up in my house and doxes me.
Oh, but wait, you identify as a woman because she's usually like, oh, these men are attacking me because I'm a beautiful woman, but you're a beautiful woman as well, so she might not be as mad.
She'll just call me a hoe. She tends to put down women a lot for somebody who pretends to champion women's rights so much.
Stop harlot shaming people. Anyway, so this all happens, and the YouTube community, who's been trying to get the word out there about Jaystation for a while, goes crazy, and we're like, hey, YouTube, because he's already had all of the pretending to be gay scandals. He's already had the pretending to buy people on the dark web scandals, pretending to contact recently deceased people scandals. I don't know why I'm ripping this off. I think I'm just stressed. I think Jaystation just stresses me out even to this day. So everybody's like, hey, YouTube, now can we do something about it? And then YouTube finally, in a much slower process than they should have, does something about the channel. And he loses his channel. I thought he just lose demonetization, but it looks like the whole of all of his channels have been deleted. Good. That's good. Yes.
There's evidence because, hey, nothing on the internet is impermanent. People will remember that, and people did re-upload it for posterity, but he does not make any revenue from that now. I don't believe anybody's making revenue from that now. Thank you to the people who have saved it for the purposes of me and then Spencer in the future. Or Spencer now when you're watching this. Hi, Spencer. Sorry, Spencer, having to edit all this together. So anyway, this happens. Again, he was on YouTube in some capacity. I don't know if it was on the side channel. There was a thing where, like, he and the girlfriend had a really toxic relationship. They, like, got back together at one point. I think she was part of the videos again at some point. But anyway, because I know he was doing, like, the cop pranks and all that really insensitive stuff during 2020. And then he finally got permabanned. I think he started a new channel and then they were like, hey, YouTube, he can't do that. And then he got, like, permabanned. And yeah, there's so much more too. There's like people who talk about having to work for him. I can't even imagine working for this guy and like how erratic he was. And then like his homies that were all doing the videos with him were like adding him and like pretending like they weren't also doing the videos and being like, yeah, fuck Jaystation when everybody turned on him. But anyway, Jaystation, that was Jaystation. Jaystation won the YouTube lottery and then he blew it by pretending his girlfriend died. And we can't really feel sorry for him.
Nope.
Last I heard, he went on Dr. Phil. And he's apparently, like, doing real estate now, and he tried to, like, give a sob story to Dr. Phil. Let me see if I can find the clip.
Oh.
God, Dr. Phil, another paragon, a moral paragon.
Oh, gosh.
That is Dr. Phil.
When we get to Cycle 8 of America's Next Top Model, he is involved with...
He is?
He does. It's kind of post-Top Model. The story ends in tragedy, but, like... Or the eventual story ends in tragedy, but not because of Dr. Phil, but Dr. Phil is involved in that story. You'll understand when I talk about it.
Here's his interview.
My name's Jay, but on social media, I'm known as Jaystation.
That was him from the pretending to be gay
social
prank.
media video.
Classy.
At one point, I had 6.5 million subscribers on one channel and 800,000 on the other.
I hate that he still talks like he's talking to 6-year-olds.
Yeah, he's giving like such a commercial voice like, hey everyone, I have this new product, Candy Cane Dinosaur. Do you find that you like having stuffed animals, but you don't really want something big? Have Cotton Candy Dinosaur or Candy Corn Dinosaur. And you will sleep every night blissfully.
Ooh, but a pink cotton candy dinosaur would be fun. Maybe I'll make that next.
Yeah, like the way it just doesn't seem real. It's just, hi everyone, I'm Jaystation. I'm incredibly toxic. I had a lot of followers, but then it slipped through my fingers. Whoopsies. I'm gonna talk to Dr. Phil about my problems that are everyone else's.
It's everyone else's fault, not mine.
Yeah.
My videos were fake and planned out. They were pranks and often got me a lot of haters.
They were not pranks. You were playing to 6-year-olds.
They got me a lot of haters, like the police officers that arrested you.
Like the people that, you know, like my girlfriend's parents who were mad because they were told by me that she died, but then they found out I lied to them. They were real haters, guys.
Oh gosh, I can imagine you're just watching a YouTube video of your child's boyfriend and they're like, by the way, the child is gone. And it's just like...
And he said, I didn't even think they'd ever find out about this. It's like, you didn't think anybody in your circle would send them this video. You didn't think like even a friend of a friend would be like, send that to so-and-so. They probably need to know about it.
Yeah.
Like my channel is small. Right now we're less than 10,000, but we're getting closer to 10,000 every day. We're past 9,000. Do you like how I did math? Like, what's more than 9 and less than 10? 9.3. So it's like my channel is small, but even with my channel, like occasionally somebody connected to what we're talking about will reach out and I'll be like, wow, I'm really glad I wasn't an asshole because that's on the internet forever. Like one time somebody who apparently worked on the writing of one of the Disney Channel movies that I was on. Apparently, it's a really random thing for anybody to lie about. So I can only imagine they were telling the truth. Reached out to me. When I did the Scamilton video, I had a couple people from that church reach out to me. So it's like, I know I felt really bad. Like I feel so bad for everything involved, everybody and all the kids involved in that. But anyway, like you never know how far on the internet something is going to reach. So the fact that he had a huge channel with millions of subscribers and he thought he could just come on here and say that his girlfriend died and that nobody in their real life would know about it or like hear about it is wild to me. This man is like, what, 30? He needs to know how the internet works more.
I'm so surprised that people would act this way. It was all for fun. It was all scripted, even though I didn't really tell anyone that.
And that's the way that things work on YouTube, guys. He's hoping that Dr. Phil doesn't, he's banking that Dr. Phil doesn't know anything about YouTube.
Now, I heard you talk about this YouTube, you call it. Tell me about this YouTube.
My favorite Dr. Phil parody is the one that's in Over the Hedge, where he's flipping through channels and you hear a voice that's clearly supposed to be Dr. Phil, and he's like in the middle of the day when they're like channel surfing, he's like, you know, if you're gonna be a dirtbag, then just own it. Just say it out loud. I am a dirtbag.
Wasn't there someone who came on a show dressed as him to like prove a point?
Yeah,
and
he was that guy was also shady too, I believe. But also, yeah, that forgot that happened.
And isn't Dr. Phil not even a real doctor?
No, Dr. Phil could get his own whole podcast. If you guys want to hear more about Dr. Phil.
I remember recently I watched a video about like, the top 20 times a late night host like broke down on like during their show. And I'm watching this and I'm like, they have a controversy. They have a controversy. Drew Barrymore has a controversy. I think Jimmy Kimmel has controversies now. There are a bunch of other people, but it's showing them breaking down and stuff. And I'm just like, ooh.
Ooh.
But
anyway, yeah. If you guys want a podcast episode about Dr. Phil, I can do that. It's a lot. There's a lot. And anyway.
For example, on one video, I drank a potion to turn gay.
Okay, sister, so what do you think?
I got a lot of people
Not offensive at all. How would anybody be offended by that?
They don't know what's wrong with
Yeah, this is him supposed to be in the hospital in a coma. Definitely not his house.
What's wrong with him?
Another time I filmed
Is he tied down with bungee cables?
oh, I think that
What's wrong with him?
what?
Oh, these are supposed to be...
Oh, the cords like they attach for like heart rate and stuff.
There's like 20 of them. Jaystation. Holy shit.
All the medical drummers are like, really? I mean, we don't look like real hospitals either, but at least we kind of tone it down.
We worked on medical dramas.
They weren't this extreme.
We got the cables looking more correct for the heart monitors.
Yep. Oh, the medical dramas.
It looks like he's like hooked into a CRT TV where you had like the red and white and yellow.
Oh, wait. Oh, I'm all better.
Which one is the audio cable? Can I unplug it so it'll stop talking to me like this?
Plug it back in.
Of me being in a coma, I wasn't.
Jay, you think you can drive, bro? Should I let him drive, guys?
Over a year ago, I posted a series of videos about the fake death of my girlfriend. YouTube decided to ban me from posting videos.
Yes!
I had to tell all of my followers I was taking a break.
Thank you for...
I had to tell all of my followers I was taking a break. You notice how none of it is ever his fault?
None of it. YouTube's being unreasonable for him faking this scenario.
There's even a video. I'll have to show you the Drew Gooden video that he did about it because it's so funny after this. But there's one part of the video where he's watching an old Draw My Life video that Jaystation did. And he's like talking about how he quit his job and wasn't paying his mortgage. And he's like, and then the bank came and took my house. He's like, yeah, guys, they took my house. They picked it up and they took it back to the bank.
With me and understanding this, I'll be back. Not sure when.
He won't be back.
Terminated.
Get the fuck out of here.
Basically, overnight, my source of income was gone. It's been almost
Sucks
2
to suck.
years since being banned.
Yeah.
I knew my videos were controversial. Yes, some people might think I crossed the line, but I really don't think I went too far.
What is his definition of too far? besides the homophobia.
What would be too far, right?
Yeah. Like actually committing another crime other than a felony? Other than breaking and entering? I'm just like, doing a real crime. Oh, wait, he did that. Doing this, he probably did that.
Pretending to commit crimes, committing real crimes, faking deaths, faking buying slaves on the dark web. Like,
faking a coma.
pretending to be gay for homophobia reasons. Disrespecting multiple dead people. Like,
Yeah. What is too far to him? Let's pick his brain. What is too far? And I'm sure he'd probably just be like jaywalking. That is
jaywalking. I'm Jaystation, not jaywalking. That would be too far.
Oh gosh.
Sorry.
Oh.
Well, joining us virtually is Jay. Jay, how you
this
doing?
was during COVID.
I'm good, Dr. Phil. How you doing?
All right, you've been shut down for
You'll notice
2 years?
this
over
super
a year
cool
now.
audience on
So what have you
Zoom
been doing
in the
since?
background if they show it again.
I'm doing some stuff with real estate. I got together with some real estate investors and started.
Can you imagine if this was your real estate agent? And this, guys, is the master bathroom.
I totally didn't do some weird or nothing crazy. Is that a gremlin? Whoa!
There's a gremlin in the basement, guys. So you see the Zoom audience over here. They have some audience distance over here, but I don't know what's going on over here. I feel like they're all staring into my soul individually.
I know where there's an opening for a welder.
Yeah.
A welder?
I don't know.
When
I
you
don't
put
have the
up
energy to
anything
deal
at
with
all,
Dr.
they
Phil
take
long
it
enough to
down,
figure it
whatever
out.
it is. You put it up under a different name, under anything. They take anything you put up down, right?
Yeah, Dr. Phil. Basically, YouTube said I'm banned from being in possession of any YouTube channel. I can't post anything, even if I make a new account.
Is that
Is there
YouTube
any
doing
kind of
something
appeal?
good?
I mean, have
They're
you
gonna ride this
filed
for
an appeal?
years.
And you said, look, I get it. I've crossed the line. Is there some probationary way you can come back?
But he didn't, Dr. Phil. He said it wasn't me. He pulled the Shaggy defense and he was like, it wasn't me. YouTube took me
I tried
down.
to email them several times. It's just YouTube is almost impossible to get a hold of, and I really don't know what to do to get my YouTube channel back or even to be able to make a new one.
Yeah.
Here's what you do. You go back in time and you don't pretend your girlfriend died.
You tell yourself, hey, people, hey, bro, who's me, bro, we did something real bad in the future. So I'm just telling you because it's everyone else's fault, not us. Your idea was great, by the way. I love you very much. But anyway, we need to not do this in the future so I can maintain my YouTube account because, this is my main source of income and I don't want people to take that away from me because that's not cool. So, and it's all their fault. Anyway.
It's all their fault. He's completely negating how much money he's already made on YouTube, as if he just had no income, but he must have made millions of dollars off of this channel. He had so many videos; they were getting millions of views.
Oh.
6.5
million subscribers.
6.5 million subscribers. He should have. And he said he got into real estate. He probably did have significant savings. He's acting like he was homeless because poor big old bad YouTube kicked him out for no reason.
I'm sure his ex-girlfriend's parents are like, good, get out of our lives.
I know we all were. As a community, we were all like, yeah, get out of here.
Oh gosh, now I want to ask the question. So on a scale, the pretending your girlfriend is unalive versus the finding what Jake Paul and friends found in the forest and showing it and making jokes about it. Where does that fall? How far down on this scale is it? If this is the worst thing that could happen and YouTube will kick you off, where's this situation on this scale?
YouTube was a mistake. Let's just get rid of all of it. It's okay. I'll go over to I don't know where, Vimeo?
Oh, Vimeo, Dailymotion.
You can make 10-minute TikToks now. I'll just make all my videos like this.
Oh gosh, TikTok. I remember there were so many shows now where it's there's a reality show coming out called The Garden or something. It's there's this guy on TikTok or it's The Garden, community or cult. And it's on TikTok, there's this guy who posts videos and it's this community that likes to be away from civilization. But the main point is it was found on TikTok, and I'm there's gonna be so many reality shows where it's this TikTok star.
Oh God!
I think there are already a bunch of those where these TikTok stars are all put in a house together, and it's really boring, except for them tearing each other down behind each other's backs, even though they're supposed to be friends. But they're more vicious about it because
Oh, TikTok. Anyway.
Back to Jaystation's watching this and is like, or Jaystation's watching.
It's a stupid name. You don't need to remember it.
Jay is just watching me like, they didn't mention my name. Bro, why didn't you mention my name for the last 5 minutes of your video? You're talking about this other stuff. What is TikTok? I don't understand. My whole income is gone and you're making fun of it.
Yes, we are.
Took your income to zero, right?
Yes, Dr. Phil, out of nowhere. I was making over 100K a month and then $0.
100K a month. Even if you go down to $0, you have more money than like a lot of people will ever have in your life.
If I had $100,000 right now, I'd be able to live off that for a long time.
Yeah.
And if you smartly invest it, then
Yeah.
He like in that video I have no income. I don't have a high school degree. I don't know what I'm going to be doing with my life after this.
Millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Ugh.
100K a month, and it just went to nothing. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, overnight.
If you've learned something.
I love how much Dr. Phil does not care. Yeah, wow.
Wow. I was watching an episode of Naked and Afraid where there is someone who's just like, oh, it's a little chilly, or they were like talking about like the weather, and the person's like, yeah, wow. Like I'm just like, wow, you can pay this person to sound interested in this person complaining about something.
It just reminds me of ContraPoints whenever somebody says something incredibly stupid and she just goes, wow, that's super valid. Yeah, but I'm just like, oh no, I need to sound like I'm more interested in things when people are talking to me, but usually people don't talk to me, so I'm like, good. Oh. I'm just I'll talk to you, Gabe.
Oh, thank you. But I mean, like when you're on set and you're a little tired and people are talking at you and it's just like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like falling asleep.
But I have to be awake, so I'm like, yeah. I remember one time I was working night shifts and I went to a friend's house for a party, and someone was talking to me about like medical supplies. And it's like 10 o'clock at night. I'm used to like being up at that time, but I hadn't slept in a while. So I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I'm paying attention, but if I doze off, I'm sorry. And he's just talking on and on. I'm just like, Oh,
I used to get so exhausted some days on set, and I was just like, if I didn't have anxiety disorder, I would totally be falling asleep right now if I wasn't afraid that they were going to call me and then fire me when I didn't respond the first time.
Oh gosh, there was one time where I wasn't around and they needed me for something on the set I was core on, and I'm like, oh no, I was busy. I'm back now. But it turned out to be fun in the end, but there's always that fear of like, oh no. But then there was the one time at 8 o'clock at night, they're like, can you come in? We made an oopsie. And I came in.
A whoopsie.
So I'm sure. So I think that one minor discretion was forgiven, I think.
Oh, so his channel wasn't demonetized, or his I'm Jaystation along with 666 were not demonetized until March 12th of 2020, or not terminated until March 12th of 2021. They were demonetized a year before that. Now they're just fully gone, as they should be.
Yes.
For violating just all of the community guidelines. Just so many of them.
I can't believe it. All these crazy rules. I didn't really break anything. It was all scripted. None of it was real. I don't understand why this is happening to me. Me and my couple $100,000s in my bank account are really upset about this scenario, Dr. Phil.
Oh, and
right.
the worst of all the crimes, the most cardinal of all sins. He faked his Fortnite gameplay.
Oh no, that's when his audience turned on him and he was in real deep water.
That's what the kids are going to care about.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's like Al Capone with the IRS. That's what got him.
Oh my God.
Now I just want to talk similar to him. Just, hey, what's going on? This is my excited voice when I'm talking to people who are younger than me and I think are a little bit dumber than me.
Style of videos, gaming/reaction. I read that as gaming reaction, and I'm like, first of all, that sounds chat GPT generated. Second of all, are you reacting to people playing games? He's gaming / reacting, but I wouldn't put it past Jaystation to be like, today I'm gonna watch Markiplier play this game, guys. I was literally thinking, or the Markiplier's playthrough of Alien Isolation has been one of the I've rewatched that at least 3 times, and also Jacksepticeye playing The Last Guardian. Because it's such a cute game, and then he gets emotional at the end, and it's really nice when when strong men show their emotional sides. We love Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. And yes, they're very good boys. The best boys. The best boys. I just remember watching a video about how Markiplier was talking about how it's kind of gross where after he had his surgery they gave him the wrong medication, and so he was like scratching at like so he's like, oh, if you like see the scar on my neck, it's because they gave me the wrong medication. I was in so much pain I was clawing at my neck. Ugh, poor Markiplier has been through it. He has, and he's come out better on the other side. It is good to know when people like Jaystation happen to the community. It's good to know that we have people like Markiplier who are bigger than Jaystation and more recognizable with the platform at the end of the day. You know, and not horrible people. Our best boys, yeah. Yes, we have a list. It's just Jacksepticeye and Markiplier best boys. Because I'm going to forget there was a list in the first place until I watch this in a few weeks, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I did say that. I wonder if Markiplier's going to see this. We love you, Markiplier. And Jacksepticeye. Top of the morning to you, laddies. And Ethan Nestor. We love all the Ethan from Unisonus. Oh yeah. I'm just imagine him watching this and be like, oh, I can't wait to be mentioned. I'll be like, who? And he's like, oh, but I know who Ethan is. I'm sorry. I know who you are, Ethan. I appreciate you. Honest. I just remember the panorama happening like right as they were filming that, and it just being like, oh. They did such a good job though, all the way through. They never wavered. They uploaded every day. And you may be asking, what's Unis Honest? Oh, too late. He had to be there. Yeah. Memento mori, guys. But anyway, yeah, that's the story of Jaystation. And now he's gone from the platform doing, I don't know what he's doing, I guess real estate, but he's not here anymore, which is for the best, honestly. Oh gosh, in a few months we're going to hear how he weaseled his way back onto YouTube, and YouTube's just like, oh, we can't do anything about it. Well, that happened to Keemstar from Drama Alert. He was banned, but then there was like some loophole where like actually Drama Alert is run by somebody else, but then they just had him back on. So like by this weird loophole, he got banned, but no, he didn't. And it's just like, anyway. But yeah, that's that video. I've told you a lot of crazy stuff today. I'm sorry. Oh, it's fun. I enjoy learning these new things. I stan Agatha Christie, ruining her cheating ex-husband's weekend / life. Good for her. Yeah, so that's it for this this episode, guys. Thank you for coming along on this journey with me. Where do we go in 2020? Or are we in 2018 or 2017? I think at this point we're in 2021 since we rolled up on that Dr. Phil interview. I don't know. I kind of just want to get a snack. Okay, let's go to the I think fast food or food is cheaper here, so we can just go. Let's do it. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to follow us on all the things. Gabriel Custic, Avery Talks About Stuff. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, rate, give us 5 stars, leave a review, all the things, please, and thank you. Or if not, just thank you for watching. We appreciate you. Thank you. We will see you. Flash warning. We will see you in the next one. Come on. Come on. Non-fandom specific time machine. Oh, there we go. Yay! Bye. Bye, guys.